Okay, do you all see the whiteboard? I mean,
Yep.
the screen? Okay, you've already seen this just because there's one more student. There's supposed to be one more student coming in as well. He's not here, but we are going to start because we are pretty late. Before that, just please take note, some class rules. On time, yes, class starts at 5:30. Turn on a video, make sure the video is on, mute yourself, so keep yourself muted because I don't want to hear any background noise. I will call your name, okay? If you want to answer, just raise your hand or you just click on the reaction button. I can see. I'll call you and then you can answer. Listen very carefully, closely so they can learn something new today. I want to see all your beautiful faces, looking at my beautiful face as well. Be respectful, don't laugh at your friends. Sit in one place and do your best, okay? Let's have fun. Now, I'm not going to switch between this slide and the class dojo, so please make sure you have a piece of paper, write down your point. So whenever I say 1 point, 2 point, write it down. At the end of the lesson, tell me how many points you have all together, and then I will add it on class dojo. Everybody understand?
Yep.
Can? Very good. Okay, Anirudh, can you mute yourself?
Okay.
Unmute only when you're talking, so I don't hear any background noise. Yes. Shortcut, if you just press down the space bar, if you press and hold and lift, you can unmute and mute. All right? Okay, today's PowerPoint slide. Let's start. Okay, so today we are going to start with editing. Now for PSLE, in Singapore at least, editing is how many marks? Who knows? Anyone knows? Editing is, oh, somebody wrote 12. Who was it? Who wrote 12? Hello, who's this person? I cannot see.
Nicole?
Sorry. Nicole, thank you very much, Nicole. You are absolutely right. Oh, I'm surprised that you know that. Very good. So editing is 12 marks. There are going to be 12 questions and each of it is 12 marks. Okay. And then how many marks is comprehension cloze? Anyone knows? Yes, Deepa?
Is it 5?
No, that's another one's vocab. Yes, good try. Comprehension cloze is 15 marks. 15 questions, 1 mark each. Okay, that's comprehension cloze. And then editing, I already mentioned, is 12 marks. Oh, I'm in the wrong screen. Okay, wait. Wrong screen. Okay, are you seeing this? Yes. So the editing is 12 marks. You're right. There are 12 questions, 12 mark, 1 mark each. What does editing mean? Anybody knows what does editing mean? Who knows? If I say, please help me to edit this worksheet. Yes, Anirudh. You can unmute yourself. What does editing mean?
Editing means to check your work and fix all mistakes that you can see.
Very good. So for editing in PSLE, the common, yes, give yourself 1 point. So write down your point. Okay, later you can total. So write somewhere in a piece of paper, you have 1 point now. Then as I say, give yourself point, just total up. Okay, so in PSLE, there's going to be a passage, right? And beside each word is going to be a blank. Now the mistakes are either going to be spelling, punctuation. Punctuation means wrong, either comma, question mark, exclamation mark, or they're going to be tense. Yes, grammar, past tense. Yes, very good. Okay, give yourself a point as well. Comprehension cloze comes from the word comprehend, means you understand. You read the passage, you understand. Okay, and you fill in with the most appropriate word. Now, what is visual text? Anybody knows? Yes, Anirudh. What is visual text? You need to unmute yourself.
Visual text means when you look, you have to try to estimate the word to answer the sentence.
Good try. Give yourself 1 point for trying. Visual text is basically like, yes, Deepa?
They'll show like a picture and you have to like read everything. They'll give questions based on the picture and you have to answer them.
Very good. Okay,
like MCQs.
Yes, very good. It's usually looking at your picture and it's usually a poster, right? It's usually a poster or an advertisement. Okay, you need to read the words and then you need to fill in the blanks. This one, everybody must score full marks. Okay, it's very, very easy because all the answers are already in the text. So we're going to look at that later. So let's start with editing today. Before that, who can tell me? Bonus, 1 point. What are nouns? Yes, Deepa?
A noun is this is a name for a human, place, object, naming
You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me? Sorry about that. So naming words, there are two kinds of nouns, okay? You can write this down anywhere or please write it down. Proper or regular. This is very important. There are two kinds of nouns, okay? Proper nouns and regular nouns. Nico, your video, I cannot see you. You're not visible. Now, proper nouns are called proper because they start with a capital letter. For example, Anirudh is a proper noun because you must write capital A, right? The National Library is a proper noun. It's a name of a place, but it's very specific. There's only one kind, right? There's no 10,000 national libraries, only one. So you must say the National Library, capital N, capital L. That's a proper noun, okay? For example, give me a proper noun. Serangoon Avenue 1, where I stay, is a proper noun because I must write capital Serangoon, right? There's no 10,000 Serangoons in Singapore, only one. Right? Regular noun on the other end are common. They're everyday nouns like table, chair, Nicole's headphones, right? Yes, the iron board behind Deepa. These are all common because there's so many of them, right? But proper is only one. There cannot be many others. So let me give you a bonus point. Raise your hand. Who can give me an example of a proper noun? Give me one example. Yes, Anirudh?
Like FIFA.
FIFA World Cup. Yes, you have to write capital F, right? Because of the name of the championship, the name of the competition. There is no 10,000 FIFA World Cup. Very good. That's a proper noun. Very good. Now, Deepa, give me an example of a regular noun.
A regular noun. That's very easy.
Yes,
Address.
Very good. Well done. Deepa, Anirudh, give yourself 1 point. Nico, give me an example of a proper noun. Remember, proper nouns must start with a capital letter, and there is only one kind of it. Give me an example of a proper noun. Nico? Oh, you need to unmute yourself. Hello, Miss Nicole, can you hear me? Yes,
Woodlands.
okay. Sorry?
Woodlands.
Woodlands, fantastic. Do you live in Woodlands, Nicole? Oh, very good. Yes, Woodlands is a proper noun. There's only one Woodlands, right, in Singapore. So that's a proper noun. Fantastic. So you all understand nouns. There are two kinds. At the end of the lesson, I will ask you what you have learned so far. So pay attention, okay? And anything you can tell me, you will get 3 points, a bonus. Okay, verbs. Anyone? Fastest fingers first. Yes, Deepa. What are verbs?
Those are actions.
Very good. Give me an example of an action word.
Running.
Very good. Now I have a question. Oh, not just action words. Verbs can also be to be verbs. Like, for example, is, are, was, were. These are also verbs as long as you can change the tense. Because for a sentence to be called a sentence, there must be a subject doing an action. For example, Miss Nisha sings. Miss Nisha sings is a full sentence because there is a subject, Miss Nisha, and there's a verb, sings. However, some sentences don't have an action word. They will say, for example, Miss Nisha is a teacher, right? It becomes the verb. It becomes the to be verb because I don't have an action. Miss Nisha is a teacher. So that is a verb. So verbs can be action verbs. They can also be to be verbs like is, are, was verbs. So remember that, okay? Now, adjectives. Oh, did I give you a point for telling me what are verbs just now, Deepa? If I didn't, give yourself a point. Yes. Nicole, what are adjectives? Nicole, unmute yourself, please. What are adjectives?
To describe something.
Very good. Give yourself a point and give me an example of an adjective. Give me an example of an adjective. Yes, Deepa?
I know an adjective.
Yes, give me. What is it?
A yellow striped shirt.
Yes. So what is the adjective here? In your
Yellow stripe.
Very good. And then shirt is the
Noun.
very good. So adjectives describe noun. Very good. Give yourself a point. Next question. Anirudh, tell me what are adverbs? This one is slightly tricky. Anyone knows what are adverbs? Okay, don't worry. Adverbs usually end with ly, and they describe verbs They describe other kinds of adverbs, and they describe adjectives. So many things, right? Wow. So you see the word add is like plus, right? But add is ADD. In this case, it's just add. So just now you saw in the previous slide, right? Oh, you're not seeing the slide, sorry. In this slide, you see adjectives describe nouns, right? They describe noun. But then adverbs, here, they are ly words. They describe verbs. For example, run quickly. Run is my verb. I'm describing the verb by saying quickly. I am extremely hungry. Hungry is I'm describing how I'm feeling, right? It's an adjective. And then extremely means very hungry. So they usually end with ly, not all the time, okay? But most of the time they are ly words, all right? Now, who can give me an example of an adverb now? Example. Anyone can give me an example? Yes, Anirudh?
I pressed the button lightly.
Very good. And what is the adverb here? Light?
Lightly.
Very good. Well done. So you understood. Yes, yes. Give yourself a point, Anirudh. Yes, Deepa?
I slept soundly.
Very good. So you are describing how you slept. You're describing the verb, right? So soundly. Very good. Give yourself a point as well. Very good. I see someone just joined. Let me see who was that. Rakshan. Rakshan, right? Yes, Rakshan, can you turn on your camera, please? So that I can see you. Can you hear me, Rakshan? Oh, yes, I can see you. Okay, so Rakshan am I saying her name correctly? Is it Rakshan? Unmute yourself. I cannot hear you. Unmute yourself and speak. Yes?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. What did you say?
You said it correctly.
I said it correctly. Thank you. Anyway, Rakshan is from the Sunday class. He's just joining today because Sunday is Chinese New Year, so there's no class, okay? So that's Rakshan, your new friend for today. Okay, so what are prepositions? Anyone know? Comes from the word position. Yes, I see. Okay, I'll ask both of you. Anirudh first. Give me an example of a preposition.
Time. In, at, on.
Yes, very good. In, on are examples. So it's when, okay, on time, in time, and then where, on the table, under the table, okay. And give me an example of adjective. Very good. Anirudh, give yourself a point. Deepa, give us yes. What's your answer?
There's also on it. The preposition describe where the object is.
Yes, very good. For example, give me an example. What's an example?
My storybook is on the table.
Yes, very good. Okay, by the way, what I'm doing, Rakshan, is whenever I say give yourself a point, write it down. At the end of the class, you can total up, and then you can tell me the points. I know you're not from this class, so you don't have class dojo, but just for fun, total up. Okay. All right.
Miss
Next.
Nisha,
Yes.
just
Yes.
now you asked me some questions at the start. You
I
didn't
didn't
say add
give you a point. Okay, you can add a point for that. Yes, thank you for letting me know. Okay. We are finally starting with editing. Now, this one, century. I know you should have already read this passage. I'm not going to read it for you again because this is supposed to be done before class. Okay. Now, this is about global warming, about climate change. Now, I want to just say something before we go to this. Just because an article is published from National Geography or some very prominent place doesn't mean that what they are saying is true. Okay, there are many people who believe that climate change is a hoax, which means it is not true, it's nonsense, and they have evidence to prove that. There are also people, yes, you can go drink water. There are also people who believe that yes, climate change is real. Okay, whether or not it's real or whether it is not real, it's up to you to decide. Okay, just don't believe anything you read. Just because someone says, oh, we are now going through a climate change, doesn't mean that's true. Okay, always question and do your own research. That's one thing I wanted to mention. Next, now editing, I told you there are many kinds of errors. Spelling errors, punctuation errors. So spelling, punctuation means either comma, then you put full stop, or question mark punctuation.
and grammar.
Yes, grammar. Okay, like for example, the tense, wrong tense. Okay, or it's supposed to be a noun, not a verb. That kind of things. Okay, and grammar. I mean, technically, punctuation and spelling is under grammar. Okay, so I'm going to write tense instead. Okay, tenses. Give yourself a point, Deepa. Very good. Now for